Bum bum ba bum. It's been a hot minute. Let me actually hold on. Let me check my shit real quick. Make sure the sound is good. Check my shit real quick. Hold up. Sound good? I need to make sure. Make sure the sound is good. Looks like it sounds alright. Hold up. Sound good? I need to make sure. Looks like it sounds alright. Hold on. I think I need to raise the volume a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. I think I need to raise the volume a little bit. Hold on. Alright, how does it sound now? 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 Okay, I think that sounds pretty okay. Okay, I think that sounds pretty okay. All right, we live. So, 2.1 has dropped. I haven't touched anything about it yet, except I pulled for Yuzuha already. I got her in 110. I got her in one pull. I was gonna say 110 pull, but I didn't. Nah, I got her in one pull. I already built her and everything. I fucking love this character already. But I haven't started the new mission yet. The new main quest. And I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've heard that it's actually very good. A step up from 2.0, which I had faith in the devs that they were going to do that, but you know, it still is a Hoiverse game, so you know, you never know. But I've heard nothing but good things about 2.1. I've not touched it yet. I'm excited to see what the fuck happens, because as many black screens as there was in 2.0, as bad as 2.0 was, that ending was kind of like, what the fuck? With Yijuan's sister, that ending was kind of like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? But nah, I'm curious. I want to see what the fuck's going on in here. How the fuck did we meet Alice and Yuzuha? What are you guys talking about? Oh, so what? Now they do that little. Now they make those weird ass NPC noises when
Junior,
it's not a
remember
cutscene.
Damien, right?
That's so
The head of
stupid.
Porcelumex in Wi-Fi Peninsula. He sent someone to us with a banquet invitation.
A banquet invitation? Judging by the looks on your faces, I thought he had sent some sort of legal notice.
He wouldn't dare. If it weren't for all of us from Yunquei Summit helping him take care of the Exaltists, he wouldn't be living the good life now. But as for the invitation, it does seem to have a connection with the corruption incident.
Here's the situation. Even though Top suppressed any media about the Exaltists causing chaos in Wi-Fi Peninsula, news had already spread citywide. The production of Porcelume is super important, and neither Tops nor Porcelumex can pretend that nothing happened. So, over the next 2 weeks, Tops will lead a security investigation in Wi-Fi Peninsula and urge a swift return to business as usual.
Wow, why does the fuck this need a
what does
banquet?
the security investigation have to do with the
This is
banquet?
it's probably a cover-up, right?
Think about it, Junior. With an investigation happening, many relevant people will have to come to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Porcelumex has to fulfill its duties as a host and entertain everyone. Although the security investigation doesn't involve Yunque's summit, that Damien kid is pretty cunning. He'll leverage all his connections and resources to get closer to us.
Senior Shuyuan told me that right after the corruption incident was over, Damien sent a generous gift, but Shifu turned it down. We were just discussing whether we should attend this banquet. Shifu doesn't want Yunque's summit to get too close to Porcelumex, and honestly, I have to agree. But since we're operating in Wi-Fi Peninsula, we still have to do our best to maintain a working relationship with Damien.
If you ask me, now is the perfect time to attend such a banquet.
Huh? Why's that?
Shifu and Senior Shuyuan returned to Yunque's summit a while ago and won't be back anytime soon. If the three of us attend the banquet, it'll show Damien some respect without drawing too much attention. Besides, he already knows Shifu isn't around, so it's not like she's deliberately avoiding him.
All right, Jufufu. Bro, I don't know what happened in the ZZZ community. Like, brother, when Jufufu came out, like, all of a sudden, all these pedophiles just came out the woodworks. Like, oh, sorry, is it my time to shine? Like, brother, I don't know what Jufufu did to this community, but like, these people were just fucking pedomaxing when it came to Jufufu. I have no clue. Because it's not like there hasn't been child characters in ZZZ before. Like, look at fucking Sakaku and fucking Nekomata and them. But oh my god, I don't. It's so weird. It's so weird. But yeah, that's just whatever.
The three of us? Aren't you forgetting someone?
Oh, you mean Senior Fufu? Well, we happened to learn yesterday that she had failed her arithmetic course, so Shifu called her back overnight for remedial lessons. I'm afraid she won't be able to make the banquet this time.
Damn, so she's
I
retarded?
didn't expect the academic standards at Yunque Summit to be so strict. Getting back to the point, I think your reasoning earlier makes a lot of sense. We should go to the banquet.
I agree. Besides, I have a feeling that there'll be some pretty influential guests at the banquet. We might be able to gather some useful information.
All right, it's settled then. We'll do Porcelumex a favor and attend the banquet.
The impending crash of waves. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really fucks with the Wi-Fi Peninsula skins for Wise and Bell. I actually like Bell's. Wise not that much.
Belle and Senior Yinhu must have gone to Yamcha-sin. Better go meet them there.
Bro, I ain't reading that. However, this NPC, sweetie, god damn. This is NPC premium. This is an NPC where you know they're not gonna be a playable character, but like they still look better than every other NPC, and you're just like, they put effort into this one. Also, this Wi-Fi Peninsula song right here, this song is playing right now. It's such a vibe. I need to find it and put it on my Spotify. The thing is, I don't know why I can't find any Zenless Zone Zero music on Spotify. I would legit have so much of the music on my Spotify, but I can't find it. What in the Yakuza? Isolde. Oh yeah, I saw her in the trailer. Bro, she's bad as fuck. drip marketing for new character? God, oh, the hip windows too. Oh God, bro, hip windows do something to me.
Ah, the mystics from Yunquay Summit have arrived. As the host, having at least you two and Master Pun show up for this dinner banquet is truly an honor.
What do you mean at least?
Judging from your tone, are you upset that our Shifu isn't here?
Not at all. You're all disciples that Ishwin Shifu trusts deeply. Even from afar in Yunquay Summit, she entrusted you to attend on her behalf. This in itself is a gesture I can appreciate. Please, make yourselves at home tonight and enjoy.
With so many people here for the security investigation, do you still have time to worry about our dinner?
It's part of my responsibility to take care of the guests. But I understand what you mean, Master Wise. Considering that the Exaltists appeared in Yfei Peninsula, and Porcelumex is responsible for security, I might seem a bit too relaxed. To be honest with you both, although my official title is General Manager of Porcelumex in Yfei Peninsula, my main responsibility is actually overseeing production. Hollow Security was originally managed by someone else, who was appointed by corporate executives. Though, of course, they have since been relieved of that responsibility.
I see now. No wonder you were so willing to provide us with clues earlier. It wasn't your head on the chopping block. It seems like it won't be long before you have full control over security, too.
Come now. No need to be cheeky. Things have been rather difficult for me. I'm lucky just to be holding on to my current role, especially with how nerve-wracking it's been getting everything ready for the security investigation. But after seeing the guest list with my own eyes earlier, I finally felt a bit of relief.
Oh? Why is that?
Ha! Why don't you have a look for yourselves?
Am I crazy?
There are quite a few
Bro's
guests
eyes
tonight's
look like
banquet, but in reality, they all fall into just a
they look
few
like some kind of chemical in
categories.
Damien's.
All these elegantly dressed guests are senior officials from TOPS. The fact
I don't know
that
why, I'm just
everyone
staring
who
at
was
Damien's
invited
eyes.
turned
I
up
promise tonight
is
and
a
that.
clear
No
indicator
homo
that the
though.
connection
No homo
between
though.
TOPS and Porcelumex remains strong. Their presence allows us to demonstrate to the military and government that TOPS is fully committed to the safety of Yfei Peninsula. We also sent invitations to the relevant city government departments, but no one showed up. Which suggests that the government doesn't want to get involved in the sensitive matters happening between TOPS and the military in Yfei Peninsula. They would prefer to steer clear and let us work things out on our own.
I heard that TOPS and the military often have conflicts regarding porcelain issues, but it seems the situation is even worse than I expected.
It is a serious matter, but not something we avoid discussing. The military is the biggest buyer of porcelain.
Bro,
By controlling
let's
Yfei
play a
Peninsula,
let's play a game
TOPS
of
essentially
find the main
controls their most
character.
critical resource.
I wonder who the most
So,
important character in the
It
scene
would
is.
prove quite difficult if the military chooses to take this chance to cause trouble.
It seems that knowing the identities of the military guests here today is key to understanding the situation.
Correct. Do you see that lady over there? She's the military's representative.
But she's not wearing
Someone
a
that
defense force
fine?
uniform. Isn't this supposed to be a formal event?
I feel like having bright green
That's
hair
because
it
Miss C. Zolda is
kind
not
of
a military
deters
officer.
from,
She's a
you know,
research
being
consultant. Instead of
sneaky.
sending high-ranking officers, they
I feel like
hired a
having that
civilian
bright
to
green hair would
attend,
affect stealth
which sends a
operations. That's just
clear
my opinion.
message. They don't intend to
Their name's
investigate this
Izoldi.
matter further. Of course, though production was limited after the corruption incident, Porcelumex didn't delay any orders from the military. So, it appears they have acknowledged our sincerity.
I see. There's no more pressure from TOPS's executives, the government, or the military. But who are the remaining guests? There are quite a few older individuals here too.
Those are members of the inspection team, leading experts in the ether industry. They'll be overseeing the security investigation while providing us with valuable insights. It took great effort to invite these academic giants.
Dear guests,
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
may I have your attention for just a moment? It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today.
Looks like it's time for the real hosts to give their speech.
Dear guests, thank you
Who-
for coming to Phylum Heights to
Why does
participate
bro
in the
look
Yfei
so
Peninsula security
flamboyant?
investigation.
Bro's wearing a
I am Luke
polka
Rowe,
dots.
Co-Chief
Bro's wearing a
Executive
polka
Officer
dots
of the Porcelumex Group.
shirt. What the hell?
Greetings,
Fucking Blue's
everyone.
Clues over here.
I'm Ferox, also Co-Chief Executive Officer.
I've seen Luke Rowe and Ferox on TV before. They run Porcelumex together. So are those two your direct superiors?
That's right. After the fall of the old capital, Porcelumex's management went through a major reshuffle. Those two were the ultimate victors, but now they're secretly competing against each other.
Is it okay for you to talk about your superiors like that?
I completely trust both of you, so I feel comfortable speaking openly. The previous head of security was one of Ferox's trusted subordinates, but now he's been dismissed. Both of the big bosses are eager to fill that position with their own people. The reason I was able to become the nominal head of Wi-Fi Peninsula was because I don't belong to either side, so I can't disrupt the balance of power in this competition. But the price of remaining neutral is that I've completely lost any chance of moving up. And if I were to take sides, it could come at a fatal cost, destroying everything I've worked so hard to build.
We will work closely with everyone here to reinforce our security measures and deliver a report to the public that we can be proud of.
Nice politician talk
Ladies
right
and
there.
gentlemen, the security investigation will officially begin tomorrow. For now, please relax and enjoy the banquet.
Wow, the big shots have finally finished their speeches. Thank you both for accompanying me. It's the only reason my good mood's still intact. Enjoy the banquet. I've got to go face some heat from my superiors now. If you'll excuse me.
Wise. What should we do now that Damien's left?
I guess just walk around. I don't understand why we have these choices. Like, just fucking just... They lead to the same
I want
dialogue.
to look around the banquet hall.
That's my only
After
thing.
everything Damien said, I'm curious about the guests. He plays things close to the vest, so it's hard to know what to believe.
All right, I'll take a look around too. Catch you later.
All right, let's start walking around. Let's talk to damn, Izoldi. God, when am I gonna be able to play as you? Holy shit. All right, let's talk to this Reddit dude over here. Bro's rocking the fedora and everything. I ain't reading all that. Ain't reading all that. Bro, Pan Yen who's trying to rizz up this fucking waitress over here?
Wise, you're back. Find anything interesting?
From what I saw, the security investigation doesn't seem as serious as I imagined. The experts and TOPS representatives were even chatting and laughing together. What everyone cares about isn't the Exaltists, or even the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula, but how to get the porcelain supply back on track.
Yeah, I had the same feeling. The security investigation seems more like a ritual for the city's upper circles to align their intentions, and just a way to reassure the public. Even if there are some safety risks with production inside the Hollow, as long as they're not too serious, I'm sure they'll just sweep them under the rug. But, come on, let's not worry about that now. It's not every day Porcelumex is picking up the tab. Let's enjoy the meal.
Oh yeah, let's
Come
just
on, let's
spend
enjoy a
all the
proper
money.
meal, Wise.
All right.
Wow, the ingredients
Enjoy.
say your top-
My apologies, miss.
It's okay.
Oh look, there's
Terribly
Alice.
sorry.
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Oh, sorry about that.
Here.
Thank you both very much. Oh, you're with the safety inspection team. Wow, you look so young. And you're already an expert in the ether industry?
Sorry. I must excuse myself.
I'm not gonna lie,
say
Alice's
something
design is growing on me because I did think
Young
Alice is
lady,
boring, but like
seems you're completely at a
Alice
loss.
has got a
If I'm
Alice has
not
got a
mistaken,
fire.
You're the military research consultant.
That's right.
Isolde,
My
goddamn.
name's Isolde.
He's old though. That's her
That
name.
girl and I are both decorative props. Just here for show.
Is that a black screen of white text I see? What the fuck? What just happened?
The time feels. Not only one of the oldest noble families in New Eridu, but also a renowned name in the field of science. The patent for the anti-corruption medicine widely used on the market today belongs to your grandfather. If this respected and prestigious surname appears on the investigation team roster, the citizens will surely feel more at ease.
Oh, so she's being threatened because her grandfather was part of that?
It's just that my grandfather is seriously ill right now, so I really don't think he can handle this.
You misunderstand me. As I just said, all I need is this surname to appear on the list. Aren't you a time field as well?
But I'm just a student. I'm nothing like my grandfather.
Miss, I'm sure you've heard that the corruption outbreak in Wi-Fi Peninsula is closely tied to the failure of anti-corruption medicine. Porcelumex has every right to file a lawsuit against your family and hold you accountable. The reason? Your family concealed major risks involved in the purification process of the medicine.
That's complete nonsense. It was clearly the Exaltists who...
So what? The media doesn't care about the truth.
Yeah, you know what?
They just want to
That's
see a
honestly
once
kind of true.
honorable family brought to ruin. Miss, the honor of the Timefield family now rests entirely on your shoulders. Think carefully, for your ailing grandfather's sake. I wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to the old man either.
Damn, what a dickhead.
Grandpa, did I make a mistake? What should I do? What's going on?
Yeah, there's a lot more. This already has a lot more comics. Oh my god, that scream. That scream was gut-wrenching.
Wise, you're up too?
The knocking on the door, it wasn't my imagination, right?
It wasn't just my imagination. Someone really was knocking. I'm pretty sure I heard Signorine who answer the door. Wise, let's go check it out too. There must be something urgent if someone's showing up at this hour.
Oh, it's Alice.
Master Pun, that glowing thing really appeared outside my window. I swear on the honor of the Timefield family.
Let's put the vows away for now, Missy. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people swearing oaths and
Ooh,
this and that. I believe what you said is
Bro,
true.
he needs music. I really
Why
love.
else would you have come all the way here in the middle of the night, right? But I really couldn't follow all that about a boom and shadow crooked by 20 degrees. Sure, we at Yunquay Summit practice mystic arts, but ghost hunting and monster chasing aren't exactly our specialty.
To be precise, it was crooked by 22 degrees to the left. I remember that clearly. But I admit I was
Wait,
a
what?
bit abrupt earlier.
What, is that a face on
My
her
apologies.
fucking belly button?
It's not that I've misunderstood the mystic arts.
That's
I've come
okay.
because a
That's a
friend told me
nice
that
touch.
Mr.
I actually don't
Wise
like
and Miss
that.
Bell are
You know
currently
what?
staying here.
Hot take.
She trusts them.
I really like Alice's design. I do. It's not too complicated. It's simple. There is beauty and simplicity. It doesn't have to be that crazy. that little smiley face that changes based on her mood, kind of like triggers mask. I realize, you know what? I wasn't a fan at first. It's a complete 180. I actually really like Alice's design.
We're here, Senior Yinhu. What's going on?
Oh, perfect timing. You two are just who Miss Timefield is looking for.
What? You're Mr. Wise and Ms. Bell?
Yep.
Hi. I'm Wise, and this is my sister Belle.
Hi. Didn't expect we'd meet again. All right, Wise, stop staring at me. I know I shouldn't have said that. I see. So, you spotted an unidentified glowing object outside your window and came here for help. But I didn't expect Lucy to be the one who sent you.
To be honest, Ms. Montefio and I both attended the Celestia School for Girls. Even after she broke ties with her father and left without a word, we've still always kept in touch.
Oh, so you're friends with Lucy.
Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumix's staff for help with this, but it's late, and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by morning, something this strange will just be brushed off and not taken seriously.
After hearing rumors that Alice might only be on the inspection team because of her family name, I asked Fairy to look into the time fields. Turns out she's likely here in place of her grandfather, who's fallen ill.
Speaking of Fairy, what happened to her? I miss Fairy. She's the best companion out of all these gotchas, straight up. I miss Fairy. She was so funny with her, like, monotone, just dialogue. Bro, bring Fairy back. Hashtag bring Fairy back.
What exactly happened, but Alice was probably threatened by them. In any case, Porcelumix clearly doesn't take her seriously. The way they're treating her so differently from the other guests is really going over the line.
Since Ms. Montefio spoke so highly of you both, I'd like to ask for your help in investigating the unidentified object that appeared outside my window. As agreed, I'll be staying in Wi-Fi Peninsula for another 2 weeks. And if this issue isn't settled, it's going to be a real problem.
Hey, Wise, what do you think?
Since she's a friend of Lucy's, we should help her out. Our last encounter was a bit awkward, but it was mostly on our end.
Do you charge per case? Or perhaps you work on a daily or hourly rate? If it's about the commission fee, please don't worry. My Ether Dynamics tutor used to charge for every 5 minutes in each lesson.
Every 5, huh? You charge every 5 minutes? That's insane.
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. You came here for help, and you're even a friend of someone we know. Of course we'll lend a hand.
He doesn't speak for us. I want to get paid.
Don't worry. Here at Yunquei Summit, we're not only skilled in the
Hey, why did I have the same brain cell?
Senior Yinhu, you shouldn't be making this decision on your own.
I'm not making decisions for you. I'm just helping you seize an opportunity. Let me tell you, the Timefield family isn't just loaded, they're on a whole nother level. Whether Beeline and the others get paid leave, and whether Senior Fufu gets to...
Can you please stop putting more pressure on me, Senior?
Miss Timefield, why don't you stay with us tonight? Get a good night's rest, and after breakfast tomorrow, Junior Wise will go with you to investigate.
Are you both really willing to take this commission? Please don't feel obligated if you'd rather not get involved with the people Porcelumix have brought recently.
Don't worry, we got it.
No need to worry, Miss Timefield. If you need help, we're more than willing to take...
Thank you so much. I'll be staying here tonight then.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, my controller's busted. My left trigger's busted because I've dropped this controller so many fucking times. But it still works, so I'm good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink. Or probably 2 drinks. Don't worry about it. I'm a dude. Nobody texts me good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Wise. Sorry for causing trouble by showing up so late last night.
No problem. You came to us for help, and really, no need to be so formal. Just call me Wise.
All right. Then, please, feel free to call me Alice.
I also have a chocolate cake here that's just sitting here, and I'm gonna lie, I'm probably gonna devour that midstream. Like straight up, I'm just gonna tear that shit up while I'm playing this.
How did you sleep last night? Feeling rested?
Oh, I'm all right. Thanks for your concern. It's just the scrolls hanging in the room were all tilted by 2 to 10 degrees, and when I was about to sleep after fixing them, I noticed that the 2 vases by the bed didn't match.
Oh god, she has
Sorry,
OCD.
you have to see this side of me. This nitpicky habit of mine is a disgrace to my family's name.
Yeah, I bet. That's all. Fucking. That's OCD on steroids.
Oh, no. It's not that bad. Soybian Temple just lives up to its name.
Thank you for understanding. By the way, about that thing I saw outside my window last night, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
How about we take a look around the lower floor of your building first? Since it appeared outside your window, there might be leads outside.
Okay, sure. Good thing you suggested starting outside. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but I don't dare step back into that room until we know exactly what I saw.
Let's go.
Alice, let's talk about last night.
Let's talk about X, baby. Let's
said
talk
you
about
heard a
you
soft
and
thump
me.
Followed by a loud bang.
Yes.
Hold
and
up,
it went
hold up,
pitch
hold
dark
up.
outside the window.
I need to take the chance to hold up. Wait. I need to see if I can. Stop moving. Wait, hold, wait, yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Triggers is still better. That was such a. Oh god, sorry. That was such an anticlimactic burp. I thought I was gonna rip a loud one. They just slowly came out. I'm sure all this is important, but there's no dialogue, so I don't care.
Have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
Let's start by piecing together what we know so far.
First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
Oh. Maybe I should have read all that.
It was a flower pot.
Huh? A flower pot? But the shadow was big enough to block the whole window.
Okay.
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. Cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes...
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, but let's just assume for a moment that it was. Then, what do you think made it fall to the ground?
It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the
This is a
cargo hit
lot
your
of
window,
assumptions.
The crane lifted it back up, but that little creature couldn't hold on and...
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves us with just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
It's pretty clear. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in phosphorescent paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes. There's no phosphorescent paint on the drain pipe, so it's likely the little creature hitched a ride on the cargo and was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot. But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, it couldn't have dressed itself up like that.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. That's going too far. Wise, since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby.
Oh, is it Yuzuha's raccoon? I don't know why I didn't figure that out. I don't know why I didn't piece that together sooner.
Whatever's
It was Yuzuha's raccoon.
Look over here. The footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
Let's follow them and check it out.
So I imagine Yuzuha and Alice are going to be the best of slot teammates.
Actually used an animal to pull a prank.
I believe it. I feel like people use even dumber things to pull pranks. Honestly, prank culture kind of just fucking sucks. Because nowadays, prank culture is just people committing crimes and they're like, bro, it's just a prank, bro.
The footprints stop here. Did it jump off?
Bro, it straight up. Did it kill itself in game? Bro found its 13th reason already.
Here is a proverb. A cornered rabbit will bite.
Harry, you're not helping.
you're here.
Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone? Huh?
Yeah, there it is.
There it is! Don't make it away!
Hey, stop! Here, it ran into that shop!
So you were behind yesterday's pranks. The real culprit.
Monato? What?
Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming. What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all. Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you're the owner of this tanuki? His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh. What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Kama is free to do as he pleases.
Oh God, you're one of those pet owners. He's not my pet. He's my partner. Okay.
Excuse me for being presumptuous.
Wait a minute. We came here to confront them.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind.
Okay, sure.
So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount.
Nice plug.
All right. Thank you very much. No, wait. We're not here to shop. Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other. And yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor. Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place.
Started the prank.
Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Damn, get called out.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Monato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
You wanted to, wait, you wanted to be an evil jackass?
Excuse me, may I say something? Porcelumix brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the investigation team, none dared to defy Porcelumix. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target? I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training. Wise, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look. Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again. I really appreciate you saying that. But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night? No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being... The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance. Monato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
I think you're the weird one over
Hell,
here.
I know. And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
Yeah, oddly enough, he seems like the most sane person here.
So, from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then, do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
No, what the fuck is that?
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it just my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
You got caught. I feel like she was just testing to see. I feel like she was just using that to test Alice to be like if she actually knew what that was. Since Alice knows what that is, that's probably gonna ring in some bells.
When etheric matter is placed inside obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow. Although an obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Minato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
What were you all talking about?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the Hollow, items not listed in the official registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the Hollow.
Where did you find the shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloom Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the Hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Minato! We're heading to Siloom Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumex and give them a real scandal to deal with. Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that? It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right?
Like I she didn't know.
But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable. Wise, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly. You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Yeah, I'm here to join you guys now. Fuck that bitch.
Can I come with you to Siloom Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the Hollow.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day. Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door.
How the fuck do you know I'm
Don't
proxy?
lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Wise away.
Oh, did Minato
Still,
tell you?
We have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Minato, I pray to God when you come out, please, for the love of God, do not be a fire stunner. Because I legit, the only fire stunner I still have is Colada. Because I skipped lighter twice. Because I was saving for the first time I skipped him because I was like, I don't need him. The second time it was because I was saving for Yishuan. So now I'm hoping to God, and then I didn't get Jufufu. Cause well, I tried to get her, then I lost at 50-50. And then I got Yuzuha in 110 in like one pull. So I pray to God, don't be a fucking fire stunner. Please be like a fucking ether stunner or something. Because oh my God, there are way too many fire stunners already. Why did she just come? Yuzuha is also very cute. I don't know what it is. I at first, I really didn't fucks with their design. I actually really liked Yuzuha's design at first. Alice I was like whatever about, but now that I'm playing them in game, it's like I really like them. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just really like the models. That might be it. Oh, Izoldi.
The elevator's still out of service? But I heard the repairs were already finished.
God, please be playable. I pray to please, for the love of God, be playable.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Sorry. I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porsalumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Then, is there another way to get to Sailoon Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What a shame. I heard Sailoon Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the Hollow, and since Porsalumix has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Are you saying the edge of the Hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
No. That's not what I meant.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Sailoon Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Sailoon Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the Hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porsalumex. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
So we can't go to Sailoon Bay right now? Then what should we do?
Yeah, right. All those lies like, there aren't any other routes, only work on outsiders. Porsalumex can't fool us.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could.
I'm real.
probably
All that
carry
muscle will
both of you
probably weigh him
together.
down.
Whoa, don't take it so literally. I was just complaining a little.
I mean, realistically, all that muscle is probably gonna make him way even heavier, which means he's probably gonna be even slower than us too. that's the fucking truth. Just because all that muscle is more mass at the same time.
But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porsalumex is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Sailoon Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, Wise. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
wonder how things are going with Minato and Yuzuha. Let's go check.
I still haven't done my dailies. Bro, this song reminds me of like song Lumina Square, because I fucks it. Lumina Square is probably my favorite OST in the game right now, and this song kind of gives me like a remixed version of that. All right, you two. Is we heading to the Hotto? The Hollow? I don't know why. I said Hotto. Fucking Hotto number 45. Goddamn, loading screen 0 over here. Oh yeah, I just realized the fucking Wuthering Waves and Wuthering Wave Genshin livestream are both tomorrow. That's gonna be so funny because let's be real.
Watch out.
More people. Okay, so I would say more people are probably waiting for the Genshin 5.8, but more people are more hyped for the 2.5 Wuthering Waves. What's the difference? So it's just the Genshin 5.8 is probably gonna have more viewers and more views, but the 2.5 is probably gonna have more hype around it. People are gonna care about that one more. Like, you're probably gonna hear about the 2.5 a lot more. Hold up, wait. Can I? What are those fucking boots, bro? Those are some e-girl boots. How did I never notice those? Bro, those are some fucking goth girl boots. Those are the boots you see like some fucking OnlyFans chicks would have.
He doesn't really like the vibe here, and I second that.
Like, those boots are wild.
We've got enemies. Be careful.
Yeah, I already know.
Don't go too hard, Minato, or people will notice the damage.
Oh shit, Monato's in here?
Can we implant the mech with memories of accidentally falling or something?
Oh god, he's fire.
The agent's suggestion is worthy of consideration.
All done. Let's go.
Oh, there's Fairy.
Come with me for a sec.
Oh, Alice.
Oh, it's you.
What the fuck, bro?
Alice, don't be afraid. It's us.
Why is she so good at screaming?
It's you. You frightened me. You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that.
God damn.
So what are you doing here?
Why is she so good at screaming?
Mizukinami? Mr. Komano? I'd like to help you with the Obscura investigation. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the investigation team, but can't do anything, I wouldn't be able to ever forgive myself.
In case you forgot, you were brought in by Porcelumex. If they ever discovered you helped us, things could end badly for you. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards, you'll only grow up to be a useless person someday.
You're worried Porcelumex might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning just now.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Probably because he was right.
Alice, are you really sure it's okay for you to join us?
Thank you, Wise. Don't worry about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard, he at least honors his contracts. And since what we're investigating isn't related to a safety issue, even if word gets out, I'll have my ways to handle it. Also, while what Miss Ukinami said earlier was fair, at its core, doesn't it still count as just another form of trying to measure up to other people's standards? As a member of the Timefield family, I take full responsibility for my choices.
Is that her fucking slogan?
There's no need to worry.
Is that our catchphrase? As a member of the Timefield family.
But you heard
In the
our
name of the
plan.
Timefield
After
family.
Investigating Silent Bay will likely be heading into the Hollow. That's not exactly the kind of place for a noble lady to take a stroll.
That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood.
All right then, I've got no objections. What about you, Minato?
Welcome aboard. A patrol mech is approaching. Careful.
Oh, okay. We're using Alice. Okay. When Alice's attack hits enemies or trigger assault through armor buildup, she gains blade etiquette. She can hold almost 3-stage polarized assaults.
All right, let's see what you've got.
Adjust your breathing. Okay, I'll take care of it.
That's fire.
You're a real chatterbox, but you handle yourself well in a fight.
That's fire. Bro, I like that a lot.
I appreciate it.
Bro, I
You're not
really
sure how
like
to
Zenless
respond to
Zero's
you, Power.
animations.
Just don't.
Like, I'll be
She
very
won't
honest.
get mad.
I'm gonna be
Wise,
very honest.
You can give it a try too.
I prefer Zenless Zero's animations over like Wuthering Waves animations. I'll explain why. With Zenless Zero, it's clear ever since
Wait,
Hugo.
Minato, are you riling her up on purpose?
These guys shut up.
Focus on the enemies. The enemies.
Ever since Hugo, it's very clear that the ZZ devs are trying to go for style and personality over like visual effects. Whereas with Wuthering Waves, it's clear they're going the route of like PGR, where it's just a bunch of visual effects going on all the time. And I'm not saying that that direction is bad, right? Because you know, PGR looks very good. Like the animations PGR looks very good. But the problem I have is that there are times where I'm just like, there's just too much going on the screen. Like I was playing Lupa, and like while I was playing her, I couldn't like. She was just gone from my screen. I couldn't see her at all. I didn't know what the fuck was going on because just, brother, it was just too much. It was like fireworks just going off on my screen with all the fucking visual effects that were shooting in my face. And it was just too much. I just didn't like it. It was like, it legit was just too much. That's why I kind of prefer Zone Zero's animations, because like it really feels like they're just going for personality over personality and style over just visual effects. And I'm not saying Wuthering Waves animations are bad or like this is better than Wuthering Waves. This is what I prefer, right? This is from what I know, so what I prefer.
Uh-oh, it's people from Porsalumex.
Shh. Let's try to avoid them and take a detour.
Oh, is this the Bang Boo thing that they were gonna put in the open world that they didn't put in 2.0?
Second assistant, you have successfully entered the Marcel maze.
Wise was always the one jumping around with Eos before. Eos's tiny legs can jump that high?
Woo!
Master has expressed a similar assessment.
This is nice. This is like they essentially put platforming elements in Zenless Zone Zero. They made Zenless Zone Zero a platformer with this. This is actually really nice. With checkpoints too, bro. Easy clap. Easy clap. That was nice, bro. I'm telling you, Zenless Zone Zero has a lot of building blocks that the devs can build upon, and I'm excited.
Classic Phaethon.
Great job, Belle. Let's keep going.
How the fuck do they know we're Phaethon? Does everybody just know we're Phaethon now? I thought it was supposed to be like a well-kept secret until we kept telling everybody.
Keep it up, guys. Once we get past here, it'll be smooth sailing. How much longer until we get to Siloam Bay? Witness the power of...
We're almost there. We cross 2 bridges, follow a short path, and we'll reach the elevator.
A flurry of thrusts. And then we're there. Sorry for stealing.
And then we'll be a third of the way there.
Don't get scared. Now you see why I sometimes just want to punch him. Right, Juan?
All done. Everyone, let's move.
Ooh, this is nice. This is really nice. I'm really liking this, I'll be honest. Now, who the fuck was that? I like how Wise was standing there being like, yeah, I did something. Bro's a spectator. That's why I really hope they make Wise and Bell playable. Like, I really hope they make Wise and Bell go through a training arc, like a serious training arc, and then they make them playable. Sick, made it to Salem Bay. Ooh, this is bro. Zenless's music is they always release bangers of the banger. And this song is nice too. Like, look,
Here to pick up materials for
I understand Zenless Zone Zero is a Hoyo game, and deservedly so. we shit on Zenless Zone Zero for 2.0, deservedly so. 2.0 was like, it was bad, but like, bro, 2.1 is such a massive improvement. I'm loving 2.1 so far, straight up.
My dad's been having some back pain lately, so I've been running errands for him.
But if you keep skipping school, won't you get expelled?
You're one to talk. Careful, or I'll have Kama replace all your favorite Bubble Pop candy with rubber. Actually, we were supposed to be doing our Hollow internships these days. But since
Bruh.
Lemnian Hollow's been unsafe lately,
Why the fuck?
they ended up canceling everything and just marked us all as qualified.
Why the fuck did Japar die in Honkai Star and then reincarnated as this little boy? What the fuck, brother? That's straight up just Japar. That's Japar as a child.
Wow, your luck's still better than ever, huh?
Yo, I'm actually gonna look up Zenless Zone Zero on Spotify right now because I need their fucking music. I do.
Oh, right. What kind of materials are you picking up today, Yuzuha? Check out this piece of high-grade lumite ore I've got. Ajang snatched it from a white-haired ghost woman in the hollow just last night.
What? A white-haired ghost woman?
That's right. He was hauling cargo in the hollow for poor Salumex, and somehow stumbled upon a huge pile of lumite ore. So he started gathering the stones one by one, and then a shaky, wobbly figure started drifting toward him from a distance. It was a ghost woman with long white hair, bird-like wings, and golden feathers. But in the blink of an eye,
So there
she
is.
vanished.
Okay, so the soundtrack
Just then,
is on
Ajahn
Spotify,
suddenly
but it's
felt a
all
shiver go down the
Chinese.
back of his neck.
It's all Chinese fucking hieroglyphics, and I can't read it, so I don't know which song is which. That's annoying.
Ow! Yuzuha, why'd you flick me? Weren't you the one who said that the most important part of the porcelain business isn't selling goods, but selling stories?
That story was awful. And didn't you go around last week telling everyone you heard strange moaning sounds on the mountain paths nearby? Your story sure changed quick.
Bro got caught in 4K.
Mello, Dante, and I all heard it, and not just once.
What? Strange moaning sounds on the mountain path?
Bro, she's scared of everything.
You said that one wasn't a lie. Which means the ghost story's mostly made up, right?
You're trying to trick me again. But seriously, Ajang really did get spooked by something all pale and ghosty last night. I'm not making that up.
All right. I'll take this piece off your hands. When my dad turns it into jewelry, I'll give this story a proper rewrite, okay? I promise it'll be weird and thrilling enough. But in exchange, you've got to tell me something. Take a look at this piece.
Well, this music is such a vibe. Bro, Zenless Zone's music just... Zenless Zone Zero's music just really just hits for me, bro. I just fuck with their music so much. Because, like, Genshin's music was nice. But it was like, a lot of it was like classical, fantastical music, which was good. It really was good. I like, if there's one thing you can't say bad about Genshin, it's that Hoyo Mix does make a lot of bangers. Like, Hoyo Mix is really fucking good. But with Zenless Zone Zero, it's like the music, I feel like the music was just made for me. Like, the music is just, oh god, I just love the music so much. Anyways, I'll stop glazing. I'll stop glazing. I'll just keep playing this.
That wasn't one of mine. Probably from Mello or Uncle Afang. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna head out.
Let's go. Thanks.
I'm gonna head out. I was kidding.
So, are we going to ask them one by one now?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. That'd take way too
Split up
long.
and ask around. Monato and I will go find Uncle Afang. Wise, you go with our little lady here and check with Mello. If it turns out to be his, make sure to get the exact time and place he found the piece.
Let's go.
Do I care what's going on here? Not really. Yeah, I'm getting Alice too. I'm gonna save up and get Alice too. Oh god, this thing. Okay. I have to get. Oh god. Okay, I have to get this thing. Why aren't those numbered? If I have to get those, why weren't those numbered? That's kind of whatever.
It's really fixed. Hello, little one. Can you tell us where this porcelain shard came from?
No.
Huh? It's important to keep your word, little one. You understand that, right?
But my mom said Porcelumex doesn't allow outsiders around here these days. So if I see any suspicious strangers, I'm not supposed to talk to them. And I never seen you before.
Yeah, actually, we're not strangers. We have candy. It's in my white truck. You want to go get some?
We're friends of Mystic Wares, the folks who often come here to collect materials.
That's right. Miss Yuzuha came here with us today. You know, the daughter of Mr. Ukinami Balrog, Mystic Wares' owner.
And you say you're not suspicious. Uncle Balrog's last name is Lee, not Ukinami. You didn't even know that Yuzuha was adopted. How am I supposed to believe anything you say?
Oh shit, Yuzuha was adopted. Makes sense with that fucking bright ass red hair.
So Yuzuha was adopted. No wonder her name is so different from Uncle Balrog's. I thought it had something to do with her mother's side.
You can trust them, Mello. They really did come here with me. Yuzuha!
Oh,
You
shit.
know where this
My
dark
mic.
piece
Hold on,
of
I'll fix
porcelain came from, don't you? Yeah, I do. Dante found it. He thought this piece of porcelain must be valuable, and I said it wasn't. That's how we got into a fight. He broke my toy, and I smashed his Denny gun. Is there something wrong with this piece of porcelain, Yuzuha? Dante didn't get himself into trouble, did he?
I mean, it's Dante, bro. Dante's always fighting with his twin brother. You know what I mean? That's just how they are.
Don't worry, he's
I
not.
bet Dante was feeling a little bit
This
motivated.
piece is actually really valuable, so we just want to ask where he found it.
That's right. No need to worry about your friend.
So Dante just got lucky, huh?
Funny how the moment you know your friend's okay, all that lingering resentment bubbles right back up.
Well, duh. Now that we know he's safe, that means I can shit on him.
But Mello,
I'll do
have
the
I
exact
ever
same thing.
told
Fuck that.
you? I really can't.
Once I know my homie is safe, I will shit on him for the rest of his life.
Come on, Yuzuha. You know me. I'm the most generous boy around. All right. I'll go make up with Dante. Gotta run. Now that we've got some more info, let's hurry and find Dante.
So he went to go make friends with Dante. I feel like he would have just like made a deal with something, made a deal with us or something.
I was dying trying not to laugh earlier. What a ridiculous name. Now I want to tell my dad, just to see his reaction.
Miss Ukinami, I'm truly sorry. We didn't mean to pry into your personal matters.
It's all right. Being adopted
She don't
is
give a
just
fuck.
a fact of life. Besides, for someone
like being
me
gay.
who had nowhere to go, being taken in by someone as nice as my dad, I'd say I'm pretty lucky, don't you think? What I don't get is, couldn't a family as prestigious as the Timefields send someone else to Waifei Peninsula? Why did it have to be you?
Because there aren't many left of us in the family. My father passed away in an accident years ago. So now it's just me
Anime
and my
trope number one.
grandfather.
Everybody's a fucking orphan.
He's currently ill.
I see. Seems like things haven't been easy for you either. Anyway, you don't
I mean,
need
that
to
may be
dwell
true,
on
but
my
she's
background.
also like giga rich,
Constantly
which
apologizing makes
is a
you
pretty
seem
nice
unsure of
bonus, I'm being
yourself.
honest.
You're a noble lady, and you've had a great education. So, show some confidence, all right?
Yes, I will.
All right, then. Let's get going.
Where's Dante's place?
It's up there, very close.
I told hey.
Miss Isolde,
Oh well,
do
I
you
get
think this Denny gun can
this
be
character
fixed?
has a chokehold on me.
Of course. I used to be in the military and have repaired
Hold
guns
on.
much more complicated than this.
This character has a
Trigger link is
fucking
misaligned,
chokehold on
that's
me.
all.
I don't know
I'll
why.
just take it apart
I know
and
nothing about this
realign it for
character.
you.
I've literally like, I literally have no reason to like this character as much as I do. But I don't know. I just this character, the design and everything. She just has a massive fucking chokehold on me. Like I'm brother. I'm up right now.
All right, that should do it. Hand me a Denny, Dante. I'll fire a test shot.
Here you go.
I just realized that as soon as I said that, there was a fucking child on the screen. So let the record show that it was for the big-breasted, neon-haired woman, please.
Over there sure know how to stay quiet. Perhaps I'll have to say, the next shot will be a life round.
So, you already knew we were here, Miss Isolde. Since you're a military representative, I didn't expect that you would violate Porcelumex's restrictions to come here.
I mean, how would she not notice that we're here? I'm sweating so many pheromones that she probably smelt them.
Taking the initiative, I see. You seem like quite the experienced negotiator, Mr. Wise. But you're right. I came to Siloon Bay in secret, just like the rest of you. Now that we all have a little leverage on each other, how about I start by showing some goodwill? I actually came here to visit Dante's family. His uncle used to be my comrade in the military.
I used to be friends with Sparta. Just kidding. I mean, no, Sparta's for their fucking dad. Sparta, I mean, I guess they didn't really have an uncle. I was just thinking of raccoon eggs. Hold on. Or not raccoon eggs. Bro, my mind is gone. I thought of the YouTuber raccoon eggs because of the fucking raccoon with Yuza. Oh my god, my brain is gone. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Miss Isolde isn't
Probably
a
because
bad
I'm sleepy.
person, Yuzuha. Don't worry. She's come to visit us every year for as long as I can
Ah, I see. Then there's nothing to worry about. Sorry if we sounded a little rude earlier.
It's all right. Staying cautious is a good thing. I'll be here waiting for Dante's mother to get off work. Feel free to take care of whatever you need nearby.
What's going on? Why is there a crowd in front of our house? Yuzuha? Monato? Oh, Miss Isolde! You're here too?
It's been a while, Aitana.
Yeah, it's already been another year. I can't believe you still made it to Siloon Bay given how strict Porcelumix has become lately. Why haven't you invited everyone inside, Dante? Hey, what are you doing with that gun again? Didn't you promise Mommy that you wouldn't play with that anymore?
Oof.
But Aya and Mello both have toys. How am I supposed to be friends with them without my Denny gun? And I don't get it. Why do you want me to grow up and join the Defense Force, Mom? You little stinker. What did you just say? Get back here!
You little shit.
Sorry you had to see that.
See, this is why I'm gonna hold off on having any little nigglets, any little shits right now, because of that. Because I know for a fact if my kid did that, I would slap the black off him.
Dante said he wants to join the Defense Force someday?
Yeah, he's always asking me to tell him stories about his uncle. To him, his dad is nothing special. It's his uncle who's the real hero. Even though he had never met him.
Come here, little sonny. Let me tell you about that time how I watched my friend die from having his entire left ass cheek being blown off. It was a nice summer day in the midst of World War II. Is that what you want to be a part of?
How have you all been lately?
Well, we're getting by. His father and I both work, and now Dante's old enough to gather porcelain scraps with the other kids and make a bit of money too.
Here, take this. Use it to help with the household expenses.
Is this your money? Or compensation from the Defense Force?
Compensation from the Defense Force.
Compensation for what?
That's a lie. If the Defense Force
They probably already said it, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of, my attention span's kind of kind of shot right now because I'm kind of trying to focus on staying awake. Not because the game's boring, but because this is usually when I go to sleep. I be working nights, bro.
Sometimes no, not just sometimes. Ever since the fall of the old capital, I've always felt that.
That's not true, Aitana. If it weren't for Maxim and the others who fought beside him, kids like Dante wouldn't even have the freedom to run on the beach today. Of course, after the fall of the old capital, not only did the Defense Force have to cope with heavy losses, but also public criticism for failing to contain the collapse. The Defense Force has neither provided proper compensation to grieving families, nor upheld the honor of the soldiers who gave their lives. To me, that's a serious failure of duty. I'm sorry. You should have been able to live somewhere better, but there's nothing I can do.
The fact that you still remember your old comrades and come to visit me every year means a lot. I wasn't planning to bring up all this old stuff, but that little troublemaker got me all stirred up again. The past is the past. All we can do—
Yes, you're right. You still have so many important things in this world.
Yuza, sorry about that. I got caught up seeing an old friend and left you all waiting. Is there something I can help you with?
We actually came to see Dante. Just wanted to ask him about a piece of porcelain he found earlier. Nothing serious.
I see. He did go running off, but I can practically guarantee that he went to the beach. If you're not in a rush, feel free to come and sit down for a bit. He'll come back once he's calmed down.
Thanks, but we'll head down to the beach and check on him. Kids his age often have a lot more on their minds than we might think.
Yeah, because they're all in our penis. Alright. I don't know if you can tell, I'm getting very, 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 very fucking sleepy. So, I'm gonna pause the stream for now. I'm gonna log back in later tonight. But I'm fucking sleepy. I can't even fake it. I'm just so fucking tired. What's over here? Yeah, I forgot I had this. This thing right here, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream there and then come back later today after I get some sleep. I'll continue the story. I won't touch anything. I'll continue the story where I left off. But yeah. I'm getting so fucking sleepy.